It's Thursday night in the NFL, and we welcome you to tonight's matchup here on EA Sports.
The running back position today manned by a couple of stars of the sport. What are you looking for here?
Yeah, it's kind of refreshing, isn't it, to do a game where it's all about the running backs. We have to talk about how good the quarterback is, and aren't they special? Well, these two running backs are special, and we see it each week how they play, but also we see it how the offenses are designed. It is around the running backs.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Colts will take the snap from the 25. Has his man. Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nantz. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch.
Andrew Luck will be taking this one from the gun. First down at the 44. Very nearly intercepted. And now we'll look at the Colts offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times. The Colts decked out in a lot of pink, and we see pink throughout the building. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Second down and 10. Here's the handoff. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. Early in this game, Phil, and already on the other side of the midfield stripe.
Nice job by the offense here. Good play calling too, Jim. Mixing up the plays. The defense is off guard right now, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. Here's the Texans defense. They never got to the quarterback once last week.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Quite a play that time to not only keep the play alive, but then to find a man down the field.
Sometimes when there's nothing there, Jen, you got to make a play. And that quarterback did a beautiful job getting outside the pocket. The defense, they cannot cover these guys that long, and he puts the ball right on target.
Slashes to the left side. Only 9 yards to go. Second and goal from the 9. What a catch. Touchdown. And the early momentum in their favor as that touchdown puts them in front here in the first.
Oh, I love that word, momentum. The Big Mo, and Big Mo is on their side. That is a great thing to have and a good feeling as a football team.
Just past the 20. Mark it at the 22-yard line. The Texans line up in the pistol. First down at the 22.
Down the field. He makes the catch.
It's just not done enough, I think, in the league anymore. Everybody's so careful. But look what can happen. You can have the perfect throw, the perfect catch, and a big play.
They come to the line, and it's first down. Press coverage all the way.
Let's go.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
And Evans is passing. Touchdown.
And we're right back to where we started. These teams on even ground once again after that touchdown.
What an emotional shift. Isn't it amazing? Just one play here or there, and all of a sudden the game just changes its whole personality. We got a tie game. You said it, and look out. Here we go.
Wilson's going to run this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The Colts offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Kelsey's tackled down at the 29. That's reception number 2 for him.
First down coming up.
The Texans defense now is going to go nickel.
The defense gets the sack.
You're talking about a bonus. When you get a defensive tackle that can get in the backfield and sack the quarterback, that is something special. Great job that time by the big D tackle.
Loss of 5 on the play.
Second and long.
Luck's going to take off with it. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
You got to be smart on the defensive side now here, third and long. Be a little careful. Maybe give up a short pass or a short run. And if they throw it short, make sure you come up and make the tackle.
The Colts need to get to the 19 to pick up a first down.
Third and forever.
Luck going to try to scramble now.
Makes the catch in the open field. And in for the touchdown.
The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
He made it.
The Colts getting ready to kick it off. Smith's running this one out. Still on his feet. Smith's met at the 16. That return's good for about 18.
The Texans ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone mainly through the air.
Yeah, they did it through the air. They got good protection. You know, we love what the quarterback is doing, but how about the wide receivers and everybody catching the football?
Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Colts come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
The Colts come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. First down at the 34. He's wide open for the grab.
This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play. Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
And a gain of 4.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
This will be 2nd down.
When you see linebackers shifting around like
Runs it across for the score. Touchdown. They came out firing on all cylinders, and already they've gotten a good leg up in this game, even as early as it is. What a hot start for this team. What's happened here, Phil?
sharp play by the offense. That's what it's about. Man, they just came out mentally prepared, and they are showing the defense what it's all about, just executing one play after another.
The Texans ready to receive the kick. Smith's going to test the coverage here. Ball is out. Picking up the fumble, and now he's on the move. No one, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
That's the way they're taught, to be greedy. Don't be satisfied with just getting the turnover. Take it all the way back to the house for the score.
The Colts getting set for the point after. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Colts setting up here for the kickoff. Right there at the 20. The Texans offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Colts with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 20. Will go ground. He's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
The Texans now getting ready to kick it away. Wilson's going to test the coverage this time. Wilson's tackled down at the 39. The Colts offense is back out there and ready to continue to roll as they've done so far in this game, Phil.
Yeah, Jim, they have been rolling. And here's what I want to see. What is the defensive side? What's the defensive coordinator going to do to stop these offenses? He needs to change, go with a different plan of attack. If he does, I think it'll catch the offense off guard.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
First down at the 39. Stands in the pocket. It's intercepted. And no return as this goes for a touchback.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, They read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Texans offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
Mariota's lining up in the pistol. First down and 10. Handoff. He's got a wide open alley. Charging ahead.
Going to take it the distance.
Inside, and he's home for the touchdown.
You don't see a lot of them anymore because we have so many good tackling safeties in the NFL. But not this time. That long run goes for a touchdown. It was about the moves and the blocks down the field. Terrific job by the offense.
The Texans setting up for the kickoff. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Colts offense returns, and so far, they've looked almost unstoppable.
They have been, but listen, there is no way this offense can continue at this pace. It's impossible in this league because there's good players on the other side. They'll make an adjustment, and they'll find a way to slow this offense down.
Travis Kelce comes down with it. That's a tackle right near the 48.
This tight end's very talented. He's a good run blocker and also a good receiver. Makes a nice catch on that throw.
The line of scrimmage, the 48.
Quarters formation here for the defense. First and 10. Luck's gonna scramble. Going deep. Past the catch.
Breaking huddle at the 6.
First down following the long play.
Oh, look at that. Linebacker's moving around.
The give. To about 4. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Second and goal from the 2. Handoff made. They'll meet him this time behind the line.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with the pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Third and goal at the 3. Toss play. Over the line. Touchdown. Bill, everything is going right for this team at this point. We're still in the first quarter. What must the coach on the other side be thinking?
He's thinking, hey, can we get this game over with and can I get out of here? He can't believe it. After a full week of hard work and preparation, and to come out and play like this is absolutely uncalled for.
Smith's going to run this one out. That returns good for about 22. The Texans head back out now on offense. What a lively start to this game for them, partner, as both teams jumped out quickly and put points on the board.
Yeah, it's been fun, been exciting. The crowd loves it. And I'll say this to the defensive coaches. Whatever you were doing, change, because what you were doing was not working. This is going to be a fun series to watch.
2 tight ends on the field here.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
One more snap, and that'll end the quarter. First down at the 28. Mariota's running away from the pressure. The Texans now move the chains. The Texans still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. The Texans now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone. The Texans come out in the pistol. He's hit as he throws it. It's now second down. The Colts defense lined up going with the 46 defense. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Touchdown. That'll close the gap. And they have closed the gap here in the second quarter after a horrible start, but that touchdown certainly could prove to go a long way here, Phil.
I know it's early in the second quarter, but, man, this is one ugly football game, wasn't it? They were being dominated, but all of a sudden it turned around with that touchdown. Now look out. We'll see what happens.
Wilson's running this one out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Colts offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
The Colts from the 22. And they take him down.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback, and nowadays, you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
Loss of 5 on the play. And here we have second down. The Texans come out in a dime package.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Second and long. Has the reception all alone. That long gain sets them up here on this play. To the ground. Murphy's there to make the stop.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second down following the run. It's an empty backfield for Luck this time. From the gun. Kelsey's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Coming up to the line at the 11.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Toss to the outside. And pick up about 4. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
The Colts have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
Tosses the football. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
The Texans defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
3rd and 9. Luck's on the move. Look at that. Colts are in for the score. finding the end zone for the second time.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field. Smith's going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
The Texans heading back onto the field on offense. They scored on their last drive, Phil, and they did it with a blistering aerial attack.
Quarterback is hot. He is getting protected. Oh, man, what do you do now? I think if you're an offensive coordinator, it doesn't matter what you call. You know your guys are going to make it work.
The Texans take it from the 28. Ball is out. After nearly turning it over, it's second down. The Texans are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Mariota's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And he just tosses it incomplete. The Texans now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. 3rd and 5. Can't find a mark, and this is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense. They're set to punt it away now. Again from the 18. Gains 14.
The Colts back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see him to go out there and have success again. Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Takes the snap. We're about midway, second quarter. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
The Colts facing third down. A week ago, they were not up to the challenge. Luck will take the snap from the gun. Looking to go deep. And it's incomplete.
The Colts really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return.
Well, I can't blame the punt return at that time. That was just excellent coverage by the punt team.
The Texans offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The Texans lined up, bunch formation. Will go ground. They're going to run it right. Then picks up about 3. Boy, these numbers just don't add up. They're running the football. They're owning the line of scrimmage, but they're behind on the scoreboard. How do you figure, Phil?
How many times have you and I had talked about this? Stats lie in football. You know, there's many stories when you watch a football game. They're running it well. If they stay with the gym and they keep having success, I think they'll find a way to win.
2-minute warning. Third and 4 coming up following that completion. The Texans come to the line with a bunch set.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
From the gun. Makes the catch. That's his first reception today.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
And it's swatted away. That's second down coming up.
Let's go.
Defensive line shifting to the right there.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
The Texans will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line. Up in the air and comes down with the catch.
So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
Mariota's completion percentage, 60% on the day. That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Colts lined up in the nickel.
Let's go.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
1st and 5. To Ebron. Gains 5. That's reception number 2 for him.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense. Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
Brings it into his body. That pass play wasn't good for much. So now it's 2nd down and 9. The Texans all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Screen. Secures it with 2 hands. That's a gain of 8.
The Texans offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good gain.
The Colts signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. This long drive continues.
Get ready.
Fullback takes the handoff. He's brought down. Timeout called by the defensive unit.
The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play.
The Colts will come out in the dime.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Playing press coverage to the outside. From the shotgun. The catch is made. That brings the play to an end.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Mariota's completion percentage, 70% on the day. Play after play after play here on this drive.
Defense is crowded the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
First and goal from the 4. Slashing to the right side. That's a touchdown. Able to take it across from just a couple of yards out. The Texans lined up now for the point after.
Extra point was good.
He's put the ball on the tee, and he's about to kick off. And this is Ginn running it out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
The Colts offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Tough catch. A foot taking it all the way home for the touchdown. And that touchdown figures to have them in a very comfortable spot heading into the halftime break.
Ooh, they are feeling good. There's no doubt about that. It's been a show of good offense here so far in the first half. And now what you got to do, halftime comes, you got to go in there and tell yourself to keep this going and keep the pressure on.
And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Texans take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
A good first half of action here, and soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry Ridley. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Texans offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Let's go.
And here we go, the first snap of the second half. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 5 coming up. The Texans at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. The Texans take it from the 23. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
The Colts guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
3rd down on the way.
Let's go.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. And so now they'll call on Jones to punt the football. Again, we'll try and return this one. And they bring it down at the 38-yard line. That return's good for about 8. The Colts take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do. It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
First down at the 38. Slashes to the left side. And that'll be a gain of about 2. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. Launching it deep. Indianapolis is in the end zone. Touchdown. Luck's up to 25 touchdown passes on the season. The Colts getting set for the point after. The point after try is in the books. The Texans ready to receive the kick. Going to be brought down